Hey, welcome back to another broadcast from me, Lunakore. Just gonna be mixing up with some, Warframe stuff. Do these alerts real quick. Gifts from the Lotus. Bringing back a couple of old skins. Probably gonna try and farm the wolf a little bit. Looks like fractures are also back. They came back yesterday. Not really too worried about those. It might help some people out with those if they need it, but not really a priority. Well, without further ado, we'll just jump into these and start getting some shit done. Let's see. Command challenges do I still gotta do here? Exhibitions, bounties, relics, sabotage, rescue, rare gems and nylon, full jumps, pick up mods. Okay, well that's really easy. I guess we'll start off by doing the mobile events for my focus so I can get the skin. Tasty. What are you up to, Super?
Did you skip?
So what are you up to, Super? Oh, you're playing some dot hack? I have it on PS2. I have the I have the bonus DVDs and the game discs. Problem is that somebody stole one of my. It's either the first part or the last part of the first game, which is Dot Hack. It's a four-part game.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations.
Yeah, I can't remember which one they took, but somebody had stole a bunch of games from me. It was just a little disc binder. Had maybe about 12 or 20 games in it.
Location reached. Drop the pin and defend your position. I'm in, Tenno. This was
Ooh, shite. Two mods.
still working on it. Continue to defend.
We got a Cuba. Get away from my terminal. I will cut you up with my saw.
Move on. Slowly get more difficult. Get to a terminal.
Yeah.
Prepare for enemy resistance.
Oh, Christ.
What? Oh. Excuse me and thank you for supper. Hun?
You're welcome. There's still more. There's plenty.
No, I'm good. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Here is a terminal.
I gotta work till 11:30, so.
And get ready to defend.
Yeah, I grew up in St. Paul,
I'm in,
Minnesota.
Tenno.
One
This
of
will
11
take a moment.
children, 10th of 11 children. So my parents were almost
Doo-doo-doo.
completely out of gas. I was forced. They managed to have one more after. My mom, she used to put 4 minutes in the mother, took care of all the kids. And I was kind of a my mom was
Well, if you want to, I was going to say, if you want to get on Warframe, I'm going to be playing Warframe right now. You can jump in for the alerts and whatnot.
my mom was she cared about people.
It's up to you. I don't really
Still working.
care if you hop in or out. So.
Defend.
My dad was not like, what do you see in the whole world? My dad was in a hallway.
Fucking A, that Zenostar's OP. I don't really use it much now because I'm moving around a lot most of the time. But like if you're on something like a defense, you can't really beat it. For things like Plains of Eidolon and like I play a lot of open world Venus and stuff now, so it's hard to really use the Zenistar because I'm never in one spot to use it. You know.
Terminal hacked. Keep
But it definitely built my family, you know, having 11 kids, growing up with the, you know, two
Ooh,
moms.
Xmas.
Yeah, jobs were important to all of us. When you grow up with somebody who drinks or is an alcoholic, the last day that you want to be around is New Year's Eve. And so I always really hated that. I resented it. So I always thought, well, there should be a
Tenno.
place you can
My
go if you're
readings
not drinking.
indicate an increasingly dense
And I
neural
was just
network
really
began
lucky
to
to
be
become a
harnessed for.
comedian,
This
in
can
my
only
audience.
mean one thing. The Silver
I'm not a
Grove
big
is
drinker.
near.
Holy shit, it's how he
Keep
turned. He looks like
spotted.
one of my
You need to
managers.
do it.
Unload me and prepare to defend.
So I started on New Year's Eve.
I'm
And I
in,
did it for
Tenno.
my mom. I mean, that was
This will take a
the true
moment.
catalyst as kind of a tribute to her, you know, abstinence and not wanting my dad to drink. I picked the coldest time in the year to come back from Minnesota
Hey,
to
what's up, Mr.
California
Cloud?
and do this show every year. And it was a big success. People seem to really embrace it and they liked it. My mom would attend the show
Still working on
when
it.
she was in town,
Continue to defend.
when she was back in Minnesota. She would always want to come to the shows. My dad was already gone by then. She loved when I talked about her. And then
Yep,
she would
I
get
have
mad
Equinox Prime.
when she was like, after the show, she would always say, "That's sweet, Louie. That's not
Fucking Noxon.
sweet." You know, she was that kind of person.
Uh-oh. I gotta go defend this thing real quick.
January 1990, I did the
Oof,
show
almost
for
failed.
years.
Odds were against us, Tenno. But we did it. Mission complete.
Just trying to catch these guys. Wasn't watching the health of the terminal. Usually not important.
Carson City, so she actually didn't come back for that
No.
show.
Good, you're that.
And had
Does
a
your
very
back brain feel
great show.
like
There was a
reptile
lot of
kicking
laughter,
over wall? Do
and
you
it
see
was a
that
big
bobbing
success.
light ahead? Floating through the
I
marsh
usually
that
always
is
stay
the
downtown
promising
in
you
Minneapolis,
more and
but
more
I
and
decided to
more.
stay at one of these places
Do
that I had
follow
never stayed before.
into that sweet black
This place
tomorrow.
that used to be a flour mill that they made a hotel out of, and it was like and I hope I don't
I
miss
just got her. Didn't even use her yet. I'm leveling over Prime. Oh, I have 3 regular Equinox and Equinox Prime. So I'm probably going to end up having to get more than one Equinox Prime. Because I have a lot of different builds that I use on her. I have my slowdown build, my AoE nuke build, I have my hunting build, I have my John Prodman farming build, like which is my index build.
it was
Like
not the place that I
she's a
would
very,
normally
very
stay.
universal character.
I remember I hit the room all on blackout, you know, all the curtains,
She's great for like
so
offense,
that no
defense,
light would
support,
come
you know.
in.
She's a buffer if you want her to be a buffer, just crazy utilized.
But I finally, it took me a
Alright, I'm
while to get
immediately
to
gonna go
sleep.
put my skin on my Fluctus because I forgot I had that for like ever. Alright, Fluctus. Christ, I haven't changed the
Well, they were
appearance of my
really
Fluctus
out,
in like years. There we go.
and this was around 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I think that's why I
I
didn't
was
use it.
facing the
Doesn't look that
wall,
great.
Oh, that was a weird feeling.
and I felt like there was somebody watching me. There was somebody or something there. And I turned where the door was.
Oof, there we go. Now it's looking hot.
And I saw that beautiful, giant,
Centaur.
quite impressive light.
Also looking hot. Alright,
This is the weirdest thing. It was something
gotta go
ethereal,
here. Tigress.
and it was
Splitting the light show.
emanating not just
The hell is
light,
that thing?
but energy,
Zelda. Here.
love,
Good to go. Zelda real
peacefulness.
quick. Hey, congrats, Mr. Cloud. The primes come with time. Most people end up getting more primes than they do regular Warframes because once you discover primes exist, you end up just wanting nothing but primes. 259? Oh crap, that's my last formal blueprint? I gotta go open relics. Jeepers. Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those eyes?
Fuck, I heard that on the TV about Warframe.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm having a really weird feeling right now.
What weird feeling?
Something's wrong.
Like what?
No, no, not here.
Whatever.
No.
You're watching a supernatural show and now you're feeling
not
it's
that.
supernatural.
Before, I started having a really weird feeling at work.
Well, that wouldn't mean anything. People don't have anything in human right now. What am I doing?
Am I out?
What the hell? Refinement? No. Alright. Ooh, I should go open Mesos. Got a fuckload of those. What's that? Sarin chassis. What's that? Vectus receiver. F1. What's that? Fragger. Oberon. Nakana. Ooh, Nakana. A bunch of those. Tiburon. Tiburon. What do we got here? Galatine. Yeah, I might go open a bunch of Mesos after. Fucking A. You in the game yet, Super? Oh yeah, the bunny ears. Put the bunny ears on. Attachments. Yeah.
Hi. Guess what? The greatest thing happened to me today.
Sweetie? Hon?
So I
Yeah.
went to the doctor, and you want to know what they said? You want to know what they said? They said I got
I can go get one
strep
after
throat.
if you want. How
Yay!
much do you want me to take out? I can only take out like so much.
Yeah, because of the fact I've never had a real sickness before, so that's how it's the greatest
What's
thing
your limit?
that ever happened. Because I've never been contagious with a real sickness.
It's probably
And now I got strep throat.
If it is, then try it again.
But if I take my antibiotics, I won't be spreading the strep throat because of the fact that they said my strep throat is strep throat stage A or something like that. So it's not that bad. If I take my antibiotics, I should be good, and I won't spread it.
I already have that fucking Lacera skin. What a fucking buzzkill.
But yeah, I got strep throat. I'm going to tell annoying Burger Man too that I got strep throat, and it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
Your throat is a stripper? What?
I got strep throat. It's a type of sickness. Got a real sickness.
I'm
question mark, Mr. Clark? Sick, guys.
Yes, you're very, very sick.
Yeah.
Beautiful, giant, quite impressive life.
Cricket.
Compromise. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Forest leaves under the door. So I got up. And I
Yep, fell in a hole.
Blood.
It was almost like a vapor. And I went, Mom?
Words coming in, and so many of you being your best selves. Nora is just beside herself with admiration.
You know, it's just amazing. And I'm thinking, am I going to wait right now? And then
Mom
at
died.
that moment, I remember the phone ringing. And picking it up, and it was my brother Jim. And he said, Mom died. He had a massive heart attack. Shelly said, I want to go like this, Louie. I don't want to suffer. I want to go like this. And she went just like that. Driving the car home. Bam. She slipped over in the car. Car went down. Heart attack. After all that, I was distraught. I was distraught that my mom died. But at that moment, thinking what I saw was real. I think it was the soul, the spirit, and the, you know, the energy of my mom.
I have a few guardian angels, hun. Luna? T?
When we had the funeral,
Mr. T? I have a few guardian angels,
that I didn't know.
I have 34.
And they said, I met your
My
mom,
favorite one is Bob.
and she was so
No, seriously. My grandfather.
He's a Viking.
My other grandfather.
He's a thing for hamsters.
Right? Grandma, Granny Annie's there. Annie, Carolyn, and... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna say Aunt Mary. Never met the woman. Or a little, never met her, but...
You'll be okay.
Oh,
You know, I never did.
and you know who probably is your guardian angel, Lana? Or angels? Hun? Your grandfather's.
No, Tiga. No, Tiga wouldn't be looking over me. He'd be purring on God knows who.
Doris.
She didn't care to me.
Get comfy, dreamer. One of
Uh,
the things they are the equal of our foes.
Who is your grandmother's other boyfriend, my man?
Acting like
After your grandfather died. Hun? Who was my Mary's boyfriend, Gabriel? Gabriel.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, Henry.
Henry was your
Roger.
other. Huh?
Roger.
He's probably looking over, right?
No.
He's still alive?
No.
He's like your grandfather.
I'm not a priority to anybody who's dead. Even if they were looking over me, even if that exists, they wouldn't be looking over me. No offense, if I died, I wouldn't be looking over my damn kids. I wouldn't be looking over my niece. I wouldn't be looking over my nephews. I'd be like trying to like stop terrorism or some shit.
Nah. You know who's gonna be watching over you?
Fuck stopping little Timmy from scraping his knee. I'm gonna stop nukes from going off in Russia or some shit.
Did. You know who I can say who's gonna be looking over you when they pass away? The mayor. Luna. The golden lamb.
Golden
And
sheep.
golden sheep. I laugh because your cousin said, Holly thinks she's the favorite. She plays it off that she's the favorite. Know what Shisha said? Fuck that, we know who the favorite is, you and I. I'm like, oh yeah. She's the golden lamb. Can't do anything wrong, eh? Hun? Honey? You can't do anything wrong in the mayor's eyes, eh? Bub?
Hey, stop her. Don't yell, just stop her.
Can.
Stop her.
Baby? Stop. Okay.
Like, you're right in front of you. You can push your paw away.
Little Twiggy. Good baby. Oh, mommy, you little Twiggy. Stop. Stop it. Stop.
Oh, super. Did you want to kill something too? I was just making a joke, man. Like, it's like the opposite. Like, I am to Warframe as what you are for me to Borderlands. Like, it's hard for me to be as powerful as you are on Borderlands because I don't have the same gear or modded stuff or anything like that. But when it comes to Warframe, it's hard for you to match me. So it's like we kind of balance out. You know what I mean?
Luna? Bubby? Bub? She did it.
She's on her head.
Oh, you want your little head. I'm gonna bring you to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you to bed.
I know. Yeah, if I could get the overpowered 8, I have a bunch of overpowered 8 stuff. I just can't get there, you know? Yeah.
What I had experienced was something that I had always known possible. I feared that thing. I feared it.
Get over here!
Hun?
Yeah?
I wonder who Tega's pervert on, eh? Eh, hun? Probably girls and changing rooms. Hun?
I met King in Texas and we lived and grew up in the same area in South Carolina. He was a clown. He would light it up. He laughed. He was a jokester. And everybody had a major crush on him.
I want that so bad. What is... Hey, even if you could make my Za, doesn't mean you'd be able to make it as powerful. I don't show my Za build. I'm not talking to you, by the way, I'm talking to my stream. Somebody's in my stream saying, I want your freaking Za! I'm like... I built it. P.S. My Za's name is... The hell is that thing? Because every time people see it, they're like, what the hell is that thing? It's like, that's what it is. It's my, what the hell is that thing? See? The hell is that thing? Yeah.
This was supposed to be the happiest moment of my life because I was getting my first love back. We had
Pretty
gone
much.
through everything through school, and now we were getting ready to transition
You can build... Well, the Adarza Kavat is still the most efficient pet, in my opinion.
I just wanted to spend my life with. One day, I was scheduled to go and meet him. So,
Oh, that's that right there. And now... Oh, wait, let me check the invasions real quick. Muted mass, filter on, muted mass.
so much so that I thought it was going to ruin my day and my visit to him. So they gave me permission to leave school.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to do like a playthrough where we actually challenge and do the run like legit, I'm down to do that because I'll just make a new character as well.
They headed to drop me home. And she said, sure.
Why would I need a modded character?
And as I was sitting there, her radio.
Yeah, but Exactly, but I'd still want to make more than one other character. Like I said, my assassin, for example, one is a pure sniper, the other's a hybrid, and the other's a level up character. I usually have 3 assassins. For the Gunzerker, I have one build that's like mostly just offense, and then I have one build that's all about that right hand tree with the health regeneration and all that shit. So it's more like survival, less offensive, but more survival, you know?
A lone Tenno operative is raiding the city for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm.
Corpus have tech weapons. We'll need to be careful.
They've turned off critical support systems. I suspected they might try this. Stand by for support. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply...
Find the life support room. Oh, right, that's a great. No, the Dex Dacras are actually really good. I use them for like... Fuck. I used them for a couple of Master ranks early on. Just because why not? They were efficient. They were good.
Life support incoming.
The only anniversary weapon I didn't really use was the Sybaris, because by the time it came out, like by the 3rd year anniversary or whatever, I already had so many other, like, super powerful primaries. Like when the Dex Dacra came out, I didn't really have many other powerful weapons that could compare to its DPS, and then when the Furus came out on year 2, I didn't really have many pistols that could compare to the Furus. On year 3, I definitely had primaries that could compare to the Sybaris, though. And then by year 4, like, my gear across the board was better than the anniversary item, so I wasn't really using them at all at that point. Like, eventually, like, they're not meant to be the best weapons in the game, but they're supposed to be, like, a good set of weapons, you know? Like, especially considering you get them at, like, Mastery 0 for some people. Like, if you started Warframe during the anniversary weapon, those are your starter weapons. Like, holy shit. Well, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but all my kills from the last mission were melee, all my kills from this one are melee. Well, you can unequip them if you want. You can do that. You can unequip both of them.
Dub.
In fact, there's an achievement for doing 10 missions with only a melee equipped.
Bobby?
What?
Usually I wear things as you cut my hair short, dye it red.
Huh?
Thinks I should dye my hair red.
No.
Well, I don't look good as a redhead, would I?
I don't want you to dye your hair at all.
But yet I was a redhead when I was born. Well, I had multicolors. I had like red, then I went blonde.
I'd like to dye my hair blue or some shit.
Oh, we're having a wacky hair day at work in 2 weeks, so can I get some hair stuff done? You know what I mean?
Yo, Super, you're kind of breaking the spawn by out there. We have to stay together. Hang on, I'm headed towards you now. Oh no, I'm next to you now. It's just we gotta stay in the same general area so that the enemies spawn around us. if they start spawning between us, then like over where I was, there was only 2 enemies left. I had to haul ass over to where you were. You were closer than I thought you were. You were just like 1 room over. It just looked like you were farther away. Oh, stay in this room right here. The big square one that we just entered. This is a really good spawn room. Like leave it to kill the enemies and stuff, but just kind of migrate back towards it. Yeah.
Another life support capsule.
Well, my favorite melee style has always been dual swords in like games. But the only problem is like in this game the heavy weapons were so much stronger than the dual swords at like when I got to that point. Wow. It's Nora Knight.
Prepare for life support.
No, I fell in a hole.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
And we had the very small lady buried that had this white carnation. And the carnation was glowing. I couldn't believe it. And I was just crying uncontrollably. We looked at each other and he said, I want you to know I love you. Always going to be with you no matter what. And then he said something to me that was really good. And almost as quickly as it happened,
Life support on the way.
it was gone. It was intense. And I know I got it. It was the reassurance that let me know I'm here, I'm okay. See that I'm okay.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Stay with me. Just like he told
The enemies keep fucking spawning all over the place. Trying to follow the flow.
me. It was almost like I get a nudge. This ain't the one. He was just there to protect me, letting me know I'm still out there. There was a time that I did meet someone. His name was Kenneth. And his birthday was the same birthday. And I was like, whoa. It was an uncanny
Can
energy.
you watch over me?
And we just hit it off like magic. For the first time, I loved someone equally or more than I loved Kenneth.
Life
Not
support
long after
incoming.
that, I was on tour after, they set up my group. And when she saw the walking back the street, I think a person, and I'm looking really hard like, I think this,
So, any dead boyfriends you want to tell me about?
Who, me? No. One the one to kill. One I want to kill? Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Additional life support has arrived.
I grew up in a house in New Jersey that was built in the 70s.
Ooh.
He was as a man before my grandfather acquired the property. Essentially, my grandfather had a furniture business, a house, and a storage area up in the attic.
We're gonna go to bed, Snookums.
6 years old. My older sister Susan grew upstairs playing in the attic. And my sister decided to go and explore this.
It's a long ass survival.
That my grandfather used to stuff pillows, couches, blankets, and so on.
How long was this? 15 minutes?
Fuck.
You were asked not to.
I don't think it was 30. Couldn't have been 30. I've only been streaming for 30 minutes. I mean, maybe it was. Very well could be.
Prepare for life support.
I mean, the defense took us, yeah, it was a 15 minute. I'm looking at the time now, so this is 15 minutes long. Feels like so much longer.
I've delivered a life support capsule.
Just like babies. Snookums. We can go to bed. Yep. Smoke, man. You gotta quit smoking because we're gonna have to look at my children. You trimmed your beard a bit, eh?
Oh,
Hmm?
oh. Just twisted it. There's a channel called Travel and Escape, and there's nothing but ghost stories on it. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with traveling?
Travel.
No.
Different people escape. Whoop, whoop. Cash.
It's like how History Channel is all friggin' storage war shows now, and pawn shops. We have to start getting ready to go to extraction here.
There she is. Look at that, just got up for water. Oh my god.
She does that.
Who's my
Gets up,
sweet
takes a few steps. Don't pick her up. Whatever you
I'm
do.
not gonna start to take the baby girl. She's only the baby, Daddy. I said to the bubble. And the bubble's name is Ashley.
1 and 0.
Oh, his nice tummy, Ashley is.
The operative has
Sit
just
down,
made their
babe.
first discovery. Keep up
I'm
the
gonna
good
go to
work.
bed in a bit. Who wants to go to bed? You getting kinky, Ashley, babe?
Tired of paying too much for internet, TV, and home phone? Are bills impacting your budget? Call
You tried. When are you gonna give me that Zenostar build? I already told you, man. Range, attack speed, status damage, that's about it. There's nothing special you gotta put on a Zenostar.
Yeah, 75. Yes, my girl is tired.
Alright, you still gotta do that mobile defense. I can repeat it with you if you want. I just can't select it.
You're so beautiful. But you're so tired. It's a baby.
There's a mobile defense there for a skin for the Fluctus if you give a fuck about it. I'm not using my Zenostar, dude. I'm using my... What the hell is that thing? Yeah, on the alerts. Yep. If you don't give a fuck, we can do something else.
TV believes in being accountable to you, the viewer, which is why we participate in the Canadian Broadcast Standards
La
Council.
tío.
We are
Oh,
committed to upholding
tired.
the highest standards of broadcast
Go
excellence
bed,
and
Ashley.
adhering to the
Go
codes
bed,
of conduct.
Oh, nobody's getting my Zod build, Rhino. Sorry.
Lovely.
Everybody wants to build for what the hell is that thing?
Or visit the CBSC's website, cbsc.ca.
Yep.
All of a sudden the door slammed shut, and there was no way the window
That's what they're all asking for.
yelled for help.
What's the matter?
Only 10% crit rate. Yet I do crits in the range of anywhere from like 10,000 to 700,000 damage.
I am my little.
Inside the door. It was very strange and kind of creepy, and we didn't tell anybody about it because of the
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. My bad.
There's all sorts of architectural oddities in the house, and
There you go.
some things that none of us could figure out what they were. At the top
So
of the
yeah,
stairs was this writing that nobody could decipher or figure out what it said, what language it was in. Down the attic corridor was this old cot. Nobody had touched the bed. The bed had been made, left alone for years. It was a part of the house that nobody had ever explored.
so apparently the cathedral burned, eh?
You told me.
One time,
Guess what they
my
saved?
sister and I
Choosing a relic wood.
up in the attic because she
They
thought she
saved
heard
the
stirring.
thorn crown.
And we had to
Okie
find
dokie, Rhino. Have a good one.
that was on the top of the stairs. My sister then grabbed me by the hand and said, look at this. And the bed was unmade. Nobody ever slept in this bed. And my sister and I felt it. And the bed was warm, as if someone had slept in it. It was just very strange because it was middle of winter, it was cold. And next to the bed was this notebook with this strange
Okay,
writing
Sugi
that
Bum.
closely
When are we
approximated
gonna
the writing
be
that was
doing
on the
this,
top of the stairs. My sister and I were pretty terrified at the time. So we ran downstairs. My mother was outside, and by the time we got up to the attic, she said, well, I don't know what you two are talking about. The bed is made, and there's no notebook. After being gently scolded by my mother, we went to bed.
Yeah.
Okay, Sugi Bum.
After I went to bed that night, I fell into a very deep sleep. And I woke up. I heard this voice.
You don't have to use a relic. I'm just going in to complete a fissure mission. I have to complete one to do a challenge. That's why I just popped whatever, just nothing in particular. I just literally used the first relic in the list.
Figure standing
Okay, Shiggy Bum, we're gonna go to bed.
Give me a minute. This mission's about
No,
2-3
I'm
minutes.
talking to Shiggy Bum.
Or you may as well finish this.
I am.
On this man.
That way I can delete it.
Move. And I lay there terrified.
Eliminate all Corvus threats.
We'll put an end to this Corvus greed. Move and strike. We have to win this.
Don't forget the reactant. You need one to open that relic.
This experience happened several times.
Transference still holding.
They're just a free cosmetic that you get from the market right now. They last 2 weeks. It's to show represent Easter. There's also a F mirror you can get and a color palette. The color palette costs 1 credit. You may as well pick it up. Oh, it's on your ship. It's right there in the market. It should be under featured or the first tab or whatever.
Apparently, legend has it, he was working with the resistance as a loyal patron. And apparently was from a part of Europe.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Dialect.
I like exterminate relics because, as you can see, they go by really, really fast. Like within the first 20-25 kills or so, you definitely have your 10 out of 10. Like there's no way you're not opening the relic. And the mission type itself is really fast, so you're in and out. Free prime part.
Listeners of all ages, I present to you, walking amongst us, the once and future badass.
The once and future badass.
Mama loves you, Dada loves you, Indiana loves you, Whoopi even love you, Whoopi even love you, Simba love you, Tweaky love you, Grandma loves you.
Excalibur's build is pretty straightforward. You just want to go like combo count, high status, chromatic blade.
Auntie Holly loves you. Angel Chavez loves you. Auntie Jenny loves you. Uncle John loves you.
You just need a fleeting expertise in streamline. If you're trying to go for like the minimum drain possible, you want to mix in duration, which means you want to use a level 5 streamline with a level 3 fleeting, not a maxed out fleeting, because fleeting hurts your duration, which makes you drain faster. So you put that on, and then you put on, say, like continuity or whatever else. Well, an unranked fleeting isn't going to give you pretty much any benefit. You want to have a level 3 fleeting because then it gives you 40% efficiency with minus 40% duration. Minus 40% duration hurts you a little bit, but there's a lot of continuity or duration mods that help you fix it. I can send you a... I don't have to send you a build, but I can tell you which mods they are. It's like... what would it be? Like Augur Message gives you... good duration, and then prime continuity would be another one, and then narrow-minded. Narrow-minded is probably the most important because it gives you less range. Like you don't need your range, you know. There's also Ek Bronco.
Go bed. Are you gonna come? Mommy have to pick you up and carry you.
Oh, she'll go in. She always comes in with you. If you carry her, she'll leave.
Why is she falling asleep for you? Night, baby.
Oh, I recorded these for you.
What?
The killing of John Bennett and hunting John Bennett's killer.
Good, thank you.
I remember you mentioning something about her. Well, Figured
Yeah.
you'd want to watch the 2
Jumping
documentaries.
at why she was killed was she was the little actress that played Ducky.
That's what I'm saying, didn't you?
Yeah, she was the actress that played Ducky, and the only reason her father killed her was because she was making more money than he was.
Oh yeah, I guess they made a cartoon of Spaceballs.
Oh my god, are you serious?
With the left.
Great, didn't record.
You see, after I found the plates, the Angel Moroni appeared to me again and said that I am not allowed to show the plate.
That's that new amusement park they opened.
Seriously? Oh, they made a animated series of Spaceballs, but it didn't record. It recorded South Park instead. I'm like, what the fuck? I wanted to see what it was like. Columbiana, Live Free or Die Hard. Did you care about that show?
What?
Arlstein's Hunting Hour?
No. I can get it online, don't worry about it.
Alright, cancel. Alrighty. Took you in.
Alright, ready to go, Princess?
Huh?
I'm talking to Princess. Ready to go?
I'm gonna tuck in Lady Luna real quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Princess, ready to go?
Oh, my knees.
My arms.
Hmm?
My arms.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're a cranky baby.
Holy fuck, I'm only 13 months. Less than 2 months.
I'm gonna be 31.
Yeah, we already passed the hump. The next 9 years don't count. When you're 40, you get to celebrate another one.
I love you. Ready to go, baby?
No, she'll come in a minute.
Oh, I almost hit you in the nuts.
Yeah, don't do that. Come.
Doctor. Good night, Princess. Yeah, I gotta go pee first, okay?
Oh. Never mind, I guess I got enough time to do something else. She wants to go use the washroom and stuff first, so let me check my challenges here. Nightwave ranks heaven. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, da. 8 bounties. Sabotage. Rescues. Rare gems. That's easy.
You know it.
Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, 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 bum. Magler is a hive. Mobile defense. Capture. Solium is a mobile defense. Illustrous. Minus is survival. And there's a CAD. Brugia. Brugia's the rescue. Nice, 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 nice. Come, bud. So build some stuff. If you have one that's rank 3, it would be pretty much the most perfect. You want. Well, there's no such thing as accidentally. You can use that maxed out one. There's certain characters where that's actually amazing. Like Frost, for example. Frost doesn't give a fuck about duration. So that means you can use just the fleeting that's maxed out, and then you don't need streamline. Right? Get it? So it's like for some frames, there are a handful of builds where it comes in handy. There's also builds where it's like, say you have a maxed out Blind Rage on. Blind Rage murders your efficiency, right? So in that scenario, say you're using a max power strength build that doesn't need as much duration, you can use the max fleeting because it's going to hurt your duration, but you're going to get your efficiency back. So it's all about like which type of build you're using for each one. Like you need 3 fleetings in total: a rank 4, a rank 3, and a rank 5. So whenever you get another one, say you happen to do like a vault mission or something, you get another one, just remember to put it rank 4, and then you have all 3 of them that you ever need. Anything you get after that is just platinum. You can easily sell it for 20 plat. So free plat. Maxing it out would help it a little bit, but I mean, rank 8 and rank 10, you're not going to see a huge difference. Like the drain will go to it'll help the drain a little bit, but not a shit ton. Like rank 8 is still very, very good. Which mod? Which rank is it? If it's 5 dots, believe it or not, it's probably giving you less than regular flow. You might want to go check that. I was gonna say rank 8 is where you should put most of your prime mods because that's really a really good rank. And then once you're sure that you want to go end game with that mod, then you put them at rank 10 because the difference between 8 and 10 isn't that big. It's really just that little bump that makes it just a little bit stronger for really solidifying the end of that build. You know, like it's never being touched again. You know that mod is staying on there. Blah blah blah. So you want to put out, like, if you can reach rank 8, that's perfect. Always stay on even ranks. If you can, put it to rank 6 then, because 5 is bad. You don't want to have odd numbered ranks, because say you put a mod on a polarized slot, it's going to cut the cost in half, right? Like if it costs 12, it'll cost 6. Well, if it costs 13, or like the if you were to have a mod that costs 13 and a mod that costs 14, when you put them on the polarized slot, they're both going to cost 7. So you may as well have that extra rank because it's free. Reason for that, like when it was 12, it cuts in half to 6. When it's 13, it cuts in half to 12. It cuts in half to 6.5, but it rounds up. It goes up to 7. It always rounds up. So it's like if you're going to be rounding up to 7, you may as well have it cost 14. That way, it still cuts in half to 7. You get that free extra rank out of it, and it still costs the same amount. Right? So there you go. Never, ever, ever put your mods on odd-numbered ranks until you're absolutely sure they'll fit all your builds. Or if you have spares of them and stuff. Okay, here's the thing. For narrow-minded, again, I literally have 4 of them. I have a rank 4, 6, 8, and 10. I'd say 8 is the best for now. I mean, if you could put it at 6, 6 is also good. Rank 10 would be end game. You don't want rank 10 unless, like I said, you're absolutely sure it'll work on all your builds. You don't want to worry about rank 10 on your 10 rank mods until you have, like, most of your frames that you use are formatted so that they can all use it. Because when you put it to rank 10, chances are it's going to be too much to fit on your other frames. It'll be like, oh, this conflicts with all these other frames, and it's going to unequip it. So like you want to make sure when you upgrade those mods that they still fit on all your other builds as well. That's why I said rank 8 is good, because if your rank 8 doesn't fit, there's usually a 5 rank mod that's just as, well, not as good, but it'll hold you over kind of thing. Like say your rank 8 prime flow doesn't fit. Well, you could just use your rank 5 flow. You know, like it won't give you as much energy for that build, but once you get your form on it, then you can worry about putting your prime one on. Exilus adapters are from Cephalon Samaris. Go talk to him. You might just very well have enough standing to buy one. Well, hang on. I can actually check right now if you have enough standing. Hang on. Show profile. I'm going to your profile right now. I'm going to check your syndicates and check your Samaris standing. I love how I can do that for people. Like, I'm just going to your syndicates right now. Alright, you're at 33,000 and it costs, I believe, 50,000. So you have to go do a Samaris target and then you can get an Exilus adapter. You could knock out your Samaris target in a few minutes if it's an easy one. You're gonna have to go to the relay to pick one up. You gotta talk to Samaris and say, do you have any targets for me? Alright, I'm gonna go tuck in Lady Luna. Actually, that's perfect. Hang on. I'm going to click triangle and we're gonna go to the relay real quick, and then while you do your relay type stuff, talk to your syndicates and whatever else, I can okay, I was going to go to the fire relay, but you have no idea what the fire relay is, and you won't be able to navigate it, so I'm just going to go to, like, the earth one or some shit. Have you been to the fire relay? Well, here, I'll bring you there, and if you can't find anyone, you could fast travel to Samaris by hitting options. Here, I'll just force start it. Remember, you can change your build, you can change your loadout, you can change all that stuff while you're at the relay. There's really no reason you ever have to leave the relay or a dojo unless you want to interact with, like, your foundry or your relic station. You know what I mean? You can upgrade all your mods, you can fuse mods, you can do all that shit. You can change your builds, you can equip weapons, you can pretty much do all of that from a dojo or a relay. The only things you can't interact with are your companion terminal. Like, say you want to, like, put your cat in stasis, you can't do that, and you can't, like, take stuff out of your foundry without going back to your ship, stuff like that. Did you already fast travel there? Holy shit! Oh, never mind. I see you. You're going to notice this looks very familiar. I'm sure you've been to the relays plenty of times. Super? That was a question. Like, you remember what the relays normal... Yeah, this is where it gets different. Yeah, this is the fire relay. I love this relay. It looks badass. Like I said, you might not... Like, it takes a minute to recalibrate yourself a little bit, because some things are in different spots than they would be at a normal relay. Know what I'm saying? So if you just look around and get a feel for it, you'll get used to it. Like, the one thing I like is, you see over here, you have your 3 Ducat terminals right here. Baroqueteer always spawns right here in the middle. Right where I'm standing. Bam. And your syndicates are on that same loop. Your little horseshoe shape, that hallway that you're in right now, the big old U shape, all your syndicates are in the same thing, you know what I mean? And then at the back here, these are your other stuff, you know. Or no, this is the entrance. Well, you gotta go up or down the elevator. There's elevators. The elevator that I just took, where my icon is, comes down. You gotta stand in the tube and click circle or square or whatever. Yeah, 1 second. I'm showing Super how to find his places there. Here's your Samaris right here.
Hurry up, Luna. You may explore the sanctuary. This is how I can help you.
Let's see. Exilus adapter is 50,000. So yeah, if you get a target and you complete that target, you'll have more than enough to get it today. Or you could just scan a bunch of random bullshit. Yep. I'm going to do the same thing, actually.
I see we are of like mind.
Do you have any targets?
This target is my current obsession.
He wants me to scan 4 ancients. So Now, you don't just need your targets. Here's the thing. You could just equip your Samara scanner on like a Loki or any character and just go through like an exterminate or whatever mission and just scan a bunch of like scan enemies, scan barrels. Barrels and like inanimate objects don't give you much. They only give you like 10 EXP, but enemies give you like 150 to 500 EXP per scan. And your daily standing is only your mastery 16, so you can earn 17,000 just from scanning random bullshit. So if you want, just like pop an exterminate and just scan all the random bullshit in the exterminate, all the enemies and stuff before you kill them. Like scan the enemy, kill it, scan the enemy, kill it, you know. Or just, I like to scan a bunch of enemies and then just kill the room. Like scan everything in the room and then kill everything in the room. Scan everything in the room and then kill everything in the room. Because if you kill one and then scan one and then kill one, it takes forever. The fastest way is definitely like your Samaris targets. If you can get if you can find the one that you're after, or if we find the one I'm after, it should give us about anywhere from 3,500 to 5,000 per scan. So it'll only take you about 3 scans to get your Exilus adapter. All right. Well, here's what we can do. Like I said, just pop a random exterminate, and then I'll let you go through it, kind of thing. Just checking Darvo's deal. Yes, hon, I heard you. Fucking yelling for like no fucking reason at 1 in the morning. Alright, so we'll go to like I don't know, Ceres? Nah, Saturn. Okay, Saturn, Cassini, rescue, defense, sabotage, rescue, assassination, sabotage, survival, mobile defense, interception.
I never lied that I have never sold a weapon that Excalibur came with. Another weapon.
Well, you definitely shouldn't. Well, it's not the greatest one. You should definitely take it off and put on a better weapon on him. There's no reason to actually keep it on him. He gains no benefit from it, really. But I mean, it's not something you want to sell because you can never, ever, ever get it back. Ever. It's not like you can just go rebuy Excalibur Umra once you delete that. Actually, I don't even think you can delete it. It might not even let you. I'll be right back. I gotta tuck in Lady Luna. Just ready up whenever you're ready, and I'll stay at the beginning. Just go through it, scan all the enemies. It helps if you're a stealthy character. I'm telling you right now. Like it's gonna be hard to scan them all before they notice you. Like if you're on like a Loki or something like that, you just kind of stand there invisible, scan everything, and then kill them when they don't even know you're there. All right, be right back. Hang on, I don't know.
I hate my life.
Why? What's up?
I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing.
You equip Samara scanners and just scan enemies. Actually, hang on, fuck it. I'm gonna hit abort mission. Hopefully it takes you with me. Do you have a Loki?
I have Prime, yep.
Okay, just equip your Loki, and if he's set up for duration, that's perfect. That's pretty much all you need is like a shit ton of duration. And just stay invisible for as long as you can, and scan the enemies with your Samara scanner, alright? Just like I said, I'll stay at the beginning because I don't want to kill your enemies, and I don't want them to see me. But every enemy you scan, if it's a stealth scan, is going to give you 2 times experience, and it should give you anywhere from like 150 to 600 experience per scan, depending on how big the enemy is, like how strong they are. Like Eximus enemies and stuff like that give you more. Obviously, heavy gunners, bombards, shit like that. Like different higher tiers of enemy give you more EXP. But the lowest you should get, like on a non-stealth scan, I think the lowest you can get from an enemy would be like the Hayekas and the dogs that they spawn. They give you, I think, 54 experience. And that's on a non-stealth scan. If it's a stealth scan, they give you like 108, and then their carrier gives you like 200, and then the enemies give you like usually around 150 to 250 a scan and shit like that. Like, usually 1 to 2 exterminate missions is enough for me to get my 27,000, or 28,000, sorry. So if I can get 28,000 standing off 2 exterminates, you should be able to get your 17,000 off 2 exterminates. I mean, it depends how much, like, if they all see you or if they get alerted, you get a hell of a lot less, so there's no really control over it. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a lot of EXP, and sometimes you get, like, half as much. Either way, you're going to walk out of the exterminate with a couple of thousand standing. I'm not sure if affinity boosters work on it. I don't know. But if you have one, I mean, maybe it'll work. If you don't have one, don't buy one. I'm not saying definitely don't buy one because I don't know if it would work or not. I'm just saying it would be a bonus if there's one up there, maybe. Never know. I've actually got a credit booster going too, so if you need any credits at all, let me know after and we can do a couple of rounds of index or something. Okay, like I said, already up the exterminate, and when you get on your Loki, and make sure you have your Samara scanners equipped.
Yeah, that's the problem. I only have codex.
Go buy them from Samaras right now. Fast travel to Samaras, buy like 1,000 of them. Not 1,000, but you know what I mean. You get like 25 for, I think, 500 credits or something. Just buy like, I don't know, a couple of hundred scanners or something. Remember, every one that you buy is 25. So don't like buy 2,500. I made that mistake. I tried to buy like 250 of them, and then I ended up buying 250 stacks of 25. I think it's like, oh, it's 5,000 credits, I think, for 25. And I was like, hey, that's a pretty, or no, I thought it was 5,000 credits for one scanner. I was like, that's not bad. So I bought like 20 of them. And then I ended up buying like 20 stacks of 25 or something, or 50 stacks of 25. I can't even remember how many I bought. I think it was 2,500 scanners. So it was 100 stacks. I bought 100 scanners, and I didn't know it was 100 stacks. That fucking... Okay, are you at the Samaras terminal? The Samaras area?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Go to his shop. Go to his shop. Hang on. Fast travel. Yep, synthesis scanner. Buy like every one that you buy is 25, so just buy a bunch of them. Buy like 200 or so. Like I think that'd be like 8 stacks of 25. So just buy like 8. You know what I mean? Okay, that's more than 8. You can stop clicking now. Hey, dude, stop. I'm serious. You're gonna get a widget later that gives you infinite scanners, so don't buy too many. Okay. Like buy enough. Okay, I was gonna say buy enough to get your stuff done because eventually he sells you a widget for 50,000 that gives you infinite scans. You never have to buy another scanner from him again unless you're using like say you manually use them on your Helios, I think. Like if you have your Helios equipped, your Helios uses your Samaris scanners now, so you can just take off your Codex ones. They're useless now. You'll never have a use for those again. But yeah, whenever your Helios scans something, he'll use up one scanner. So that's pretty much the only time they'll get used up is from your Helios, or before you get that widget. Whenever you use them, it'll use them. Now, another thing you're going to want to get is the widget. He sells you a widget that makes you scan faster. If you can get that one eventually, that's awesome, because instead of taking like 2-3 seconds, it takes like 1 second. Just vip dinkt, whenever you're scanning something. It goes way quicker. All right. Well, if you go to your gear section, go to your equipment arsenal, and then equip it in your gear wheel. That way they're equipped. And then put on your Loki, and oh, you already got your Loki on. Perfect. And that's pretty much it. Just go in the exterminate, turn invisible, scan everything in a room or everything that you feel like scanning, and then kill everything real quick, and then keep doing that. Like I said, I usually max out my standing about 28,000 standing in about, I'm going to say 15 minutes. Just, stealthy scanning all the Grenier. It's a cheesy way to do it. I mean, he expects you to do it by doing your targets and stuff, but it's an efficient way to do it, just scanning regular enemies. Gets the job done. Loki can use efficiency if you want. Put a maxed out streamline on him, but try to avoid fleeting expertise if you can because it reduces his duration. Basically, yeah, basically all I use is duration, run speed, same build as I have. I mean, on mine I have a lot of loot radar as well. That's the only thing I put on is my run speed, duration, and loot radar. Just because I like to run around, loot everything, and be invisible while I do it. I use loot detector on mine just because I have Xenuric. You know, I could just I can just get my energy back anytime with my ability. But yeah, like I said, my loadout is called Lazy Looty Loki. Lazy Looty Loki. It's meant for like I said, it's when you're doing like sabotage missions and it's like find the caches and stuff like that. Or say you're doing syndicate missions and you gotta find your 8 medallions or whatever, your 8 little pickup thingies. Well, I usually use my Loki just so I can like, just ignore all the enemies and just run through every single room real quick. I can see all the loot on the map. I go break everything open, pick everything up, and then it's next room, next room, next room. So, which mod? Well, it's a couple of mods. Like your Animal Instincts, Animal Instinct gives you loot radar. Loot Detector gives you loot radar. Thief's Wit gives you loot radar. Uh, there's a bunch of mods that give you loot radar. I just threw them on there. You don't need them on there. I just threw them on there because while I was running through the map real quick, it was handy to be able to see where all the loot was. Like, you don't really need anything else on your Loki. His job is basically stay invisible. You know what I mean? So I figured, why not? I'll make him a looting character, just so I can get all the goodies. Oh, take this headset off. What was that? Hell yeah, and get all them goodies. Get up out my goodies. like I said, the loot radar isn't like super important for him. It's just you're going to be invisible and just running around. Like if you put loot radar stuff on him, then he's a really good sabotage frame. He's a really good syndicate frame. You know what I mean? Comes in handy. All right, like I said, I'll ready up the mission for you here, and whenever you're ready, just go ahead and ready it up and do what I told you to do. You know, invisible stealth scans. Like I said, if they don't know you're there, you get a lot more EXP. So, all right, I'm gonna select that, and then I'm gonna go use the washroom real quick and do a few things out there. I'll stay out of your hair. How much EXP are you getting?
So far, it's none, because I messed the fuck up. I don't have any equipment, and
You forgot to equip it?
yeah, because I got everything.
Okay, well, one thing I'd like to point out is you got 2 Undying Wills and like 4 kills. It's kind of weird.
Well, that's because I went there with this. I just killed the guys.
No, I mean, I'm saying like you got 2 of the same gold mod off like 4 enemies. Like, that was kind of crazy.
Now get to extraction.
You'll get used to it, bro. When you don't play something much for a while, you get rusty. It's understandable. Hey, people get sick of it. People need breaks. You don't have to play this, by the way. I was just saying, if you wanted to play it, I'm playing. I mean, you could jump in. These doors drive me nuts, by the way. Oh my god, cat. What are you doing? I'll be right back. I think my cat peed. So, did you equip your scanner? Nice Loki.
Thanks.
The colors accent each other well. What are you trying to figure out?
Okay, which one? Oh shit. You know how many synthesis scanners are?
How many?
495.
I told you they come in stacks of 25.
I didn't even know I had any from the beginning. Maybe I didn't, but I don't know. Yeah, what the all's well as ends well. There we go. Better be this way. Plus, it would be awesome if they had, if only they put the oysters like in X.
What's up? What, my Necros?
No, it's me. Did something funny. You know, if you don't look at the deck stuff on the back, you don't understand what you just did.
Oh, you modified your holster style. That's why mine is on my back the way it is, going across like that. Normally it would be on my hip, kind of like a sword.
Well, I wanted for it to be like,
Um,
if somebody
hang on.
could manage to convince the company incorporated to put it to where it's like an X on the back, that would be awesome.
That would be cool.
But
My
they can only make it like straight.
My best possible placement for my melee weapons so far is my Frost. As soon as it loads, you'll see on his back. My weapon literally looks like a piece of my Cyandana. Like, you can't even tell. Well, no, but I'm saying, you see where my Zenistar is? It literally looks like like they look like one solid machine that literally ejects my Zenistar out of it, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've done a lot of melee weapon placement. None made me as happy as that. Like, God, that worked out well. I was like, that looks nice. I was like, holy shit. Good to go. Yeah. Well, like different weapon types have different holster styles. You can place them in different ways. I mean, if you buy a different holster style, you never know. Maybe you could do what you want with your swords.
Well, I'm screwed. I can't get the little blade shoulder holsters.
Well, you'll have plat eventually. I mean, if you buy some, like, if you don't have to buy any. Right now it's on sale. I wouldn't suggest buying it because you barely play. But if you just play a little bit here and there and you happen to farm some stuff that's worth plat, I mean, people buy stuff for plat all the time. Like, the market literally goes through probably 1 million plat a day in plat transactions. Like, between player to player kind of thing. So a lot of platinum trades hands every day. You just got to have something people are looking for that you don't need so much yourself. That's why it helps to, like, when you start getting doubles of stuff, that's when you start making more money, because you don't really want to sell all the rare shit because you need it, you know? Like, you want to get one for you before you get one for somebody else. It's like Borderlands, though. I mean, you get the good stuff once you get the good stuff. I mean, nothing happens. Rome wasn't built in a day, I think, is the saying I'm going for here, you know? Like, it takes time. Even when you were power leveling me, you know what I mean? Like, it took time, you know?
Yeah.
By the way, you probably won't have to power level me too much. Once I get my wife's character to overpowered 8, my overpowered 8 wife's character could literally create as many of my characters as needed, and I'll just do that when I'm not playing. Like, that way when me and you are both playing something, we can play together, not actually just stand there. It's just I had to make at least 1 or 2 characters to use. I mean, shit, I had to make a character who can level up my wife's characters, and I had to have a character that I can play as. The only problem that I fucked myself over with is I probably should not have gone to 72 when I did. Going straight to 72 is what fucked over my ultimate Vault Hunter mode. If I would have gone in there at level 50, I guarantee you I would have been able to kill the level 50s with my level 50, you know?
Yeah.
It's because I went in directly at 72 without having farmed any fucking... Like, I literally have, like, 1 torque machine. Like, I got a assault rifle that I got out of the torque machine, and I have a fucking SMG that I don't even know where I got it. I have 1 level 72 SMG that's really good, like a gold one, a legendary. So it's like, I was going to get Tree Man to drop his inventory yesterday, but I forgot to ask him before he got off, and then kind of got screwed over, so I'm still stuck with my same shit. I have a couple of really good overpowered 8 items, I just can't get there. I have some overpowered 3 items that I can use too, I just can't get there.
Like I said before, you're looking at someone who can help you out too.
Oh, definitely. Oh, no, I definitely know you can help me out. I'm just saying, if Tree Man was there, like, Tree Man didn't farm all that stuff himself either. Somebody dropped all that crap for him. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind being on the end of the chain where you were. It's just that I know you have most of the stuff that Tree Man had. It's just I'm going to get Tree Man to drop his entire inventory for me. So anything that you might have missed out on, or say when he dropped his pile of stuff, you know what I mean? Like me and Nightfall cherry picked through it a little bit. So there's items that I picked up and Nightfall picked up that you didn't get to pick up. Right? So it's like any of the stuff that I missed, I can get from Tree Man. And then like you can do the same thing. Any of the stuff that Nightfall picked up, like... you could also get the same thing from me or Tree Man once he dupes his inventory for me. So anything you're missing, I'll have, and anything like anything Nightfall's missing, I probably have, and you know what I mean. We'll all have the stuff we're missing, kind of thing, between us. Because I mean, I could tell you right away when I was when Tree Man dropped all his stuff. First thing I was cherry picking was the character mods. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really looking at the weapons and stuff. I was looking at the character mods. So I know there's a lot of character mods that I probably picked up that could benefit a couple of your characters that you probably don't have in your inventory because I snagged them. I did like this was before you even started looking at the pile.
Oh, are you talking about when I was looking for that,
The hoplite. The when we were doing the hoplite stuff, when Tree Man dropped all his stuff for you and me and Nightfall and stuff.
oh, you didn't grab all of them. By the time I got in, I have like 4 of them.
Oh no, I'm just saying when we were cherry picking through that pile, Nightfall had picked up a couple of items, I had picked up a couple of items, and then you picked up a bunch of stuff. I know you picked up most of it. You picked up basically everything that was left, but me and Nightfall only picked up like maybe like I don't know what Nightfall picked up, but I know I only picked up maybe a dozen items or so. But still, those dozen items that I picked up, maybe there's a couple of items in there that you would have liked to have had, and if you need them later, I'll have them and I can dupe them for you. Like I can just drop them for you. Same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like you definitely got 99% of that pile, but I know for a fact, like me and Nightfall were there picking up a couple of random items between us too. I had a limited inventory, so did he, because I think we were on your playthrough. That's why you were able to use the backpack glitch. We were doing
I
a.
don't use it that much. I just use it for like maybe 7 times.
Okay, no offense. I use it whenever I'm full. Like
I'm just saying, I don't count it's like use it and not use it.
like I said, the
I
inventory
just
thing.
use
I don't count that as a glitch. Like I feel like the game should have had unlimited backpack space. If I like at least unlimited purchasable. Like once you get to like 250 iridium for a backpack slot, it should have just been okay, 250, 250, 250, 250 and you could just keep buying them for 250 kind of thing. Like that would be the cap. They should have done that, not oh well you're at your last 150 and you can't get any more past that. It's like, well that's only 38 slots. Fuck, the shit I'm carrying with me that I need to have with me is like 20, 25 on its own. And I mean, that sucks in a sense because a lot of people play on public, you know what I mean? Can you imagine being at can you imagine being full on your inventory and Pyro Pete or whatever drops the item you need and you're trying to fucking make a spot real quick so you can pick it up and then some asshole comes over and takes your legendary?
yeah.
Like, I'd be like, what the fuck, can I have that back? Half the people online would be like, fuck you, it's mine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand that, but
I'd be
I
like,
do understand that. That's the reason me, I don't have it in public. I have it in friends only.
oh,
Whenever
I
I have it
always,
in public,
I always have it on
I
friends
like
only. I always have it on friends only from Borderlands. Fuck that. I used to play online on Xbox 360, and every so often you end up with those people who just literally just start picking, like they run around. They don't even care what the item is. If they see a purple or a gold, they just pick it up, pick up. You know what I mean? And then they go through them later.
yeah.
They don't care what it is. They just want to pick it up so that they get it first, kind of thing. One thing I hate about Borderlands is they should have had shared drops. You know what I mean? Like I should be able to pick it up, but then you can still pick it up, kind of thing. We killed the boss together. We should both get the rewards. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's one flaw they did with the game. Now here's the thing. The original reason they did that was to prevent like mass spawning of super legendaries, like the overpowered ones. But I'm like, you didn't prevent anything because we can duplicate them. Literally, like the super legendaries have been duplicated tens of thousands of times across the community. Like they didn't prevent anything, so at that point, why not just go back and change the code so that we have the way we want, you know, like a bigger backpack and the ability so that we can share the items, like we each get to pick it up kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, my understanding, the way how they think is like, soon as someone has like a random backpack or
So I'm pretty much certain at this point for right now, I have fucked up my playthrough on Ultimate Vault Hunter for my Necromancer. I can still do my True Vault Hunter, I can clean that up, and I can do my regular mode. But I think when I go back to the game, for my Gunzerker, I'm gonna do my Gunzerker legit. Like, I'm gonna probably power level him to 50, but I'm not gonna go past 50 because when I go into Ultimate Vault Hunter, I don't want to get my ass kicked by a little fucking bullymong. What the hell? Dude, they were kicking my ass worse than when I was like level 1. Like so much worse than when I was level 1.
You know, here's the thing though. You're level 50, going ultimate gold hunter. If I talk to him, literally
No, 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 no. Yeah, but I'm saying you don't have to pop in when I do my Ultimate Vault Hunter, just main bullshit. Like for the main story alone, like I could just do that on my own time. Like let's face it, I'm gonna have to do the story mode 3 times per character, times about at least 10 to 12 characters. Like minimum 10, because I mean I'm gonna have like whatever 7 or 8 of them there are. I'm gonna have one of each, but then I know for a fact like I'm gonna have a second assassin, and I'm probably gonna have a second gunzerker. I might have a second commando, I'm not sure. Like it depends how I like to do my builds. Like every so often I like to have like an offensive one or a defensive one. Like if I'm doing a boss battle, like a super overkill boss battle, I'd rather have survivability than damage. You know what I mean? I can dish out the damage over time as long as I'm fucking alive. Oh, whoop-de-dick, I'm doing a shit ton of damage, but then I go down in one shot and there's nobody there to pick me up because I'm solo. Like, that's not going to help anything. That's why I said on my Gunzerker, I always had 2 Gunzerkers. I had one that was like my overkill team Gunzerker, which is like, okay, well, if I did go down, somebody else can pick me up. You know what I mean? And then I have my survivalist Gunzerker, which is like, okay, he's half as strong, but he's like super super unkillable. I put nothing but like the health regeneration and shield regeneration and resistance tanky type bullshit. He's still dishing out a bunch of damage because he's dual wielding with damage buffs, just not as much as if I focused on it completely, you know. Because that pretty much half that right tree is like all survivability tree. I usually use like the 2 left trees for like offensiveness and like maybe a couple of nodes from the right one if I want like just the perks or something. But that's what I'm saying. Like for my assassin, I usually have one assassin that's pure sniper, just so I can abuse that sniper crit bonus like the whole time. And then I have one that likes to be like up close and personal, like the one where I like to run through the map. Like yeah, he's using critical buffs a lot, like but I'm using the critical buffs more on like all his weapons, not just snipers. Like he doesn't just have to use snipers; he just works best with snipers and pistols.
yeah.
I mean, he also works very well with melee. That's what I'm saying. I like to have my hybrid build because on my hybrid build, it's usually a whole lot of switching back and forth. Like I'll be hitting like high crits on enemies, but if something's up close to me, I don't want to like trying to shoot it with a sniper. I just hit it with my melee, but my melee does a lot more damage because I was killing enemies with my gun. So it's like that back and forth is like an instant buff. And then as soon as I kill that one enemy, my next sniper shot does more damage. So it's like win-win. It's not like super important. It's just during some boss battles, it's nice to be able to like, okay, melee attack their little minion enemy. Like when you're doing Pyro Pete, he spawns off those little bug things. You know what I mean? You melee hit one of those, buff your sniper. Your sniper's got like a 999 damage combo. You fucking pull out your sniper and blam, do a massive shot to Pyro Pete and then just keep running kind of thing. Tactical. That or I mean you can have a commando there to give us a bulletproof shield. That's always nice. You don't always have a commando with you though. I play a lot of solo. I can tell you I play a lot more multiplayer on PS4 than I did on 360. On 360 I was like 99% solo. Like I would just do everything on split screen. You know? I enjoyed the hell out of split screen. I mean, if I could do that right now, that'd be cool. Have 2 screens on mine, 2 screens on my wife, be like a 4-player squad of me. Why do I need a 4-player squad of me? Well, fuck it. Throw down a couple of turrets on the commando. Throw down. You know what I mean? Throw down your turrets on your commando. Throw out fucking. What is it? Pop your fucking ultimate on your siren. Fucking pick up all the enemies and then switch over to your gunzerker and start nuking them or some shit. You know, switch to your assassin. You know. I mean, I can't see myself doing that. That's overkill as fuck. But I mean, it'd be cool if I could.
Okay, so I have an overpowered assassin, basically, with all perks and all about the young assassin and make slice and dice and make his own melee.
Well, I mean, what's the difference? No offense. There's going to be no difference between your melee and your maxed out glitchy one.
The max out glitchy one is basically melee and sniping. And the one I'm looking at a build right now is slice and dice. So I'm gonna make a melee one for
I don't look up people's builds. I can't stand doing that. I mean, teach their own. If you need advice or stuff like that, look up whatever you got to look up. I'm saying I can't stand doing it.
builds. I'm just looking on the internet for builds that suit.
I mean, all you got to do is read the perks. That's what I'm saying. Like me personally, that's all I do. Like I read the perk, and if it sounds good for what I'm doing, I take it. If the build doesn't work out in the end, I respec. Like the first time I made my characters, I would respec like fucking 10, 15 times throughout my playthrough just to fucking, oh no, I feel like using it this way. No, I'll try it this way. Okay, this isn't working. I'm gonna go back to what I had before. Kind of, you know what I mean? You play around with it, you mix and match, and eventually you find that build where it's like, now this shit works.
Yeah, I'm going off of Warframe. I'm gonna make another character on Borderlands.
Yep, no problem at all. I'm probably gonna get on Borderlands after there. Like I said, I'm just doing a couple of cleanup things on Warframe, get some dailies done. And then on Borderlands tonight, I'm probably going to go on my Necromancer and do my full story cleanup on True Vault Hunter. All the side quests. Take my time with them, loot everything, explore a bit, because a lot of that stuff I'm going to be basically experiencing for the first time, so I'm going to like super take my time with it. You know. And no offense, but that I'm probably going to be doing like solo, just so I can like enjoy it fully. I'm not saying you've ruined the playthrough being there. It's just certain things I like doing alone.
Like I said, it's fun.
Still gonna be in the party and shit.
Yeah, you do solo, you do what you want. I'm not gonna force myself to be like you every play. If you wanna go solo, go solo.
Oh, dude,
I'm not gonna judge.
you're. Oh no, I know, I get that. You're gonna be on your assassin anyway. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna be leveling up your assassin. I'm gonna go do some cleanup. Try and get that every side quest completed trophy. What was I doing here? Switch back to.
Oh, look at that. I already have a level 90.
Well, that'll work. At least that means you get to skip that stupid intro part. I hate that waiting for the cutscenes to go by and then waiting for Claptrap to shut the fuck up and then going through Claptrap's place and then oh my god.
You know what the weapon that I basically start with every time? I start with the gearbox weapons. Gearbox projectile and conversion. And gearbox and muck muck.
For some reason, I didn't get my gearbox weapons. I don't know what the hell happened.
I am now wearing 2 flannel and a buckskin shirt. 1 pair of drawers.
The infestation has trapped the operative in an emergency airlock. Find and free the captive.
Hello. I'm detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
Blouse and heavy overcoat. A heavy woolen cap that completely covers my head, face, and neck except nose and eyes. And still, I am not happy.
A juggernaut nearby? It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away. The infestation has spread faster than anyone predicted. Everyone is gone, except our captive. That did it. Here comes the juggernaut.
Thousands of Indians confined to their reservations, keep tens of thousands of whites out of Indian land. Even though army pay was low, just 13,000 men, steady jobs were scarce during the economic slump that followed the Civil War.
I was a boy during the Civil War. There was an army camp near, and I guess I soaked in some of the games. But later, every time I got spifflicated, I wanted to enlist. I thought it would be like the volunteers during the Civil War, but I found out the mistake. The regular army was
Beware. Those lasers are linked to the poison tumor nodes growing on the airlocks. Contact with the lasers will put our operative in immediate peril.
Almost no English.
The bypass is done. Go.
There were drifters too.
You set off a laser. The infestation is responding by gassing our operative. Get them out of there immediately.
Some of the recruits I joined were more about served in some pen of hunters for enlistment. And I still wonder if
I knew you would come. Thank you.
was a haven of rest and decent
You
treatment.
found the operative. Now bring them home.
C.C. Christmas, 13th Infantry. Boredom was all the men could depend upon. 3 to 5 years. They quarreled, drank, pitted red ants against black ants, just to stir things up. They lived for news.
Let's go on the offensive.
This looks bad. Help.
make this system a better place.
The old chief, Sitting Bull, says that he will not make peace with life as long as it has man's fight. It seems like it's not so easy to make peace. I'll get my hands on it. Your loving brother, T.P. Egan, sending out.
Sometime in the early spring of 1876, Sitting Bull finally woke up into the vision. In his dream, a great dust storm swirled down upon a small white cloud that resembled a Lakota village. Through the whirlwind, Sitting Bull could see soldiers marching. The little cloud was swallowed up for a time. Eventually dissipated, and the village emerged unharmed. It was an encouraging dream. And in the spring of 1876, the Lakota needed encouragement.
Humanitarians may weep for the poor Indian and jungle wrongs he has suffered, but he is passing away. The American people
Okay,
need
you're looking for the mainframe. It's critical that you deliver the payload to that location.
The masses need some new excitement. An Indian war will do no harm, for it must come, sooner or later. Mark Kellogg, Bismarck. In his office in Chicago, Senator Philip Sherman had already developed a plan that would send thousands of soldiers to drive Sitting Bull and the other defiant chiefs onto the reservation. One column, led by Brigadier General George Crook, was to move north from Fort Federal. Another under Colonel John Gibbons.
Your target is this location's computer system. Find and access the terminals.
Commanded by General Alfred Terry, marched
We
west.
need to destroy the reactor.
With
The
him,
reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
31 officers.
Your target is the system mainframe. Deliver the payload.
They moved out to the tomb of the girl I left behind.
General George A. Custer, dressed in a dashing suit of buckskin, commented thereupon. The general is full of perfect readiness for a fray with the hostile red devils. Woe to the body of scout victims that come through the
Target found. Destroy it. That's it. Now get him.
None of the commanders knew precisely where Sitting Bull and his followers were, but they were confident that one column or another would find and destroy them. On June 6th, some 3,000 Lakota and Cheyenne were camped along Rosebud Creek in Montana. There they held their most sacred ritual, a sun dance, in which prayers were offered and vows made to Wakantanka, their great spirit. Sitting Bull slashed his arms 100 times as a sign of sacrifice. Then he had another vision. The soldiers came again
Yeah,
to
what's up?
attack his camp. As many as grasshoppers. But this time, they were upside down.
Yeah, there was more than enough room for improvement.
Nora's got the goods for one lucky dreamer. Who's it gonna be? then.
Their horses' hooves in the air, their hats tumbling to the ground as they rode into the Lakota camp. He has this tremendous vision that he tells the people about. The soldiers are going to fall into the camp and that it's going to be this great victory. And armed with this vision, the warriors were looking for someone to fight. On the morning of June 17th, General
Okay,
Crook's column
you're looking for
stopped
the
to brew
mainframe.
coffee on the bank
It's
of the
critical
river,
that you deliver the payload to that location.
sure that no Indians would dare attack so large a force as theirs. Suddenly, Crazy Horse and more than 500 Sioux and Cheyenne warriors rode down upon them. Sitting Bull's arms were too swollen from the Sundance to fight, but he urged the young man into battle. Crook's command included Crow and Shoshone scouts, eager to fight their enemies, Cheyenne and Lakota, who had once taken their lands. In the fierce, desperate fight that followed, the Indian scouts twice rescued the soldiers, while through the Lakota and Cheyenne ranks. Unnerved by the enemy's show of force, Crook withdrew the next morning. The Lakota and Cheyenne formed a new camp.
Your target is this location's computer system. Find and access the terminals.
They called the Greasy Grass. Whites called
Your target is the reactor. The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
On June
Your target
21st,
is the system
Custer
mainframe.
met on
Deliver the
Yellowstone
payload.
Road with Colonel Gibbons, their superior, Brigadier General Alfred Terry. They knew nothing of Crook's retreat. Terry ordered Gibbons to march to the mouth of the Little Bighorn, while Custer and the 7th Cavalry, if they could
Target
locate
found.
Indians,
Destroy it.
drive them down the valley toward Gibbons.
That's it. Now get out of here.
As Custer rode off, Gibbons called out, "Now, Custer, don't be greedy. Wait for us." "No," he said, "I will not."
I now have some Crow scouts with me. They are magnificent looking men. So much handsomer and more Indian-like than any we have ever seen. And the olives, of course.
Things seem tough. Nora knows, but believe. Though it's going out of style, there are people working to make this system a better place.
Who gave out out of the movies. That was the kind of man who wanted to fight on. They were willing to eat more too.
I know 5 of those scouts. They were old men when I was a young fellow, including my grandfather, White Man Runs. Why? With tribe of Indians decided to fight other tribes in behalf of the white man. Sioux won't let us forget that. They always say, "You Crows are no good. You're white lovers. You help them fight against us." But they forgot the fact that they came out here to annihilate us, take our land away from us. So there was a matter of protection.
Fearful that Sitting Bull would elude him, Custer pushed his column hard under a merciless prairie sun. 12 miles the first day, 33 the second, 28 the third. The exhausted troopers began to grumble about the man they privately called Hard-Ass. They found the Indians' trail, but did not grasp the full meaning of the fresh layers of pony tracks that seemed to cross and recross it. more Indians, Lakota, Arapaho, and Cheyenne, had left the reservations to join Sitting Bull. Their encampment now stretched for 3 miles along the greasy grass. In it were more than 6,000 Indians. 1,800 of them were warriors. On the evening of June 24th, Sitting Bull made his way to a ridge that overlooked the encampment. There he made offerings to the Great Spirit, prayed for the protection of his people.
And now, a massive sentient energy spike in your area. I advise you to be careful.
The next day was June 25th. A sunset. Cloudless and hot. Custer's crow scout spotted the village from a distant area. They called Custer up to have a look. Even with a telescope, he was unable to see much more than a white glow. His only concern was that he already unless he attacked right away, the Indians would split up, leave so many different bands, and could never stop.
Custer had never yet encountered an Indian band that wouldn't run in cavalry attack. So he pushed to an attack as quickly as it could be mounted. Dreadful mistake on his part because his men were exhausted. He should have bivouacked, given them a night's sleep, sent out some scouts to find out how far that village extended in this direction. That's the place protected by woods and
But it had been a surprise attack that had allowed him to destroy Black Kettle's Cheyenne on the Washita 8 years earlier. A victory here seemed just as likely. Custer hurried toward the Little Bighorn. He saw dust rising over a ridge just ahead of him. The Indians, he thought, were already on the move to escape. It was now or never. Some 40 warriors appeared, then began racing back toward their camp. Custer sent Major Marcus Reno in 3 companies, 140 men in pursuit, promising to support them. The Battle of the Little Bighorn was about to begin.
It was somewhere past the middle of the afternoon, and all of us were having a good time. We found our enemy friends wading in the river and fishing, and other groups were playing in the water. 2 Sioux boys came running toward us. We were shouting, "Soldiers are coming!" We heard shooting. We hid in the brush. They hid.
Reno's men crossed the river, formed a thin skirmish line, and began firing into one edge of the village, assuming that Custer would reinforce them. They were soon outnumbered. Reno ordered a retreat.
I'm just trying to get my 6 rare ore from Idle on here.
Just as Sitting Bull's vision had suggested they would. More Indian warriors swarmed out of the village. And still, Custer did not come. Instead of following the battle,
Yeah, I'm trying to get a challenge completed here.
toward a ridge, convinced the Indians were fleeing, and that by charging down into the
Yay, 306. Alright, need 3 more. Fuck off.
Led by lame white man. On top of a totem under Gaul. So Bluff and the crazy horse rode out to turn Custer back. Custer's men stopped short, stunned at the sight of hundreds of warriors headed right at them.
It appeared there would be no end to the rushing procession of warriors. They kept going, going, going. I wanted to go too. I had seen other battles in past times. I always liked to watch the men fighting.
The soldiers began a headlong retreat.
Yay, 406. Alright.
Long high ridge. Some of the Indians remembered later that the legs, the men and the horses trembled as they scrambled up the hill. I called to my men.
5 out of 6. Nope. Yep, 5 out of 6. 6 out of 6. Nice. Just completed it.
They held their horses raised in one arm while they were shooting. The horses were so frightened that they pulled the men all around.
It's that time again, Dreamer.
Great many
You know
shots
it.
went up into the air and did us no harm. Rode on. I charged forth. A tall, well-built soldier saw them coming. When I rushed him, he threw his rifle at me without shooting. We grabbed each other and wrestled there in the dust. He hit me with a kick from the jaw and shoulder, then grabbed my long blade with both hands, pulled my face off and tried to bite my nose. I yelled as loud as I could to save him, but he would not let go. Finally, I drew his pistol. I raised it out of his hand and struck him with it 3 or 4 times on the head. Knocked him over. Shot him in the head. Fired. Full hitch to it. That was a fight. A hard fight. But it was a glorious battle. I enjoyed it. Quite good. The shots quit coming from the soldiers. Warriors who had crept close to them began to call out that all the white men were dead. All of the Indians were saying these soldiers went crazy and killed themselves. I do not know. I could not see them. But I believe they did so. Good night.
I saw several different ones of the soldiers not yet quite dead. The Indians cut off arms or legs or teeth of these, the same as was done for the entirely dead. Some of the women mourning for their own dead feet cut the dead bodies of the white men.
The soldiers, one Lakota remembered, were as good men as ever fought. But the fighting, recalled another, had lasted no longer than a hungry man needed to eat his lunch. In the end, all of the men in Custer's command, 210 of them, lay dead. It was the greatest Indian victory of the Plains Wars. 2 Cheyenne women were said to have found the Custer's body.
The women pushed the point of a
Don't
sewing
stop
off
believing,
each of
dreamers.
his ears into his head. This was done to improve his hearing, as it seemed he had not heard what our chiefs in the south had said when he smoked the pipe with them. They told him then that if ever